What up, what up? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, A Gemini Gem. Today is October 26, 2025, and I'll be doing a reading for Virgo, okay? The message for today is patience is a virtue, okay? Now, if anybody knows, I have a gist of what that means, but if anybody could, break it down a little bit more in the comments, that would be great. But the message is patience is a virtue, okay? Angels, ancestors, guides, God, the Most High, show me clearly messages for Virgo, October 26, 2025. Show me clearly, please. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Rods, okay? Excuse me. Earth, air, water, and fire, okay? You have 6 here off the bat, okay? So Virgo, this is possibly surrounding your marriage, or if it's not, your husband or wife, or, you could be in a serious relationship. If it's not that, then it's like some sort of contract or business agreement you are in, because the Two of Cups is, it's like soulmate energy. It's, a marriage. And if it's not that, then it's sort of some agreement that you got in to do business with another person, okay? This is happening quickly. This is happening fast. The first thing that's happening quickly is that karma, okay? Scales are balanced. You can see these scales, the scale actually in this card, okay? See how the scales are balanced? This is a noble, businessman or, merchant who is wealthy enough to give to these two people who don't have, okay? And the thing about this card is, it teaches you whatever type of energy you give out into the world, that's what you're going to receive back, okay? So if you're somebody who likes to volunteer their time in a soup kitchen or something like that good karma is going to come back to you. How is it going to come back to you? I don't know. Maybe, you win the lottery. Maybe, you get to upgrade your kitchen, right? Because you've been in soup kitchens for a very long time, and now it's time to upgrade your kitchen in your home. Maybe, maybe you at the soup kitchen you really connect with somebody that is a long lasting relationship, something like that, right? But it's the same with if you do bad. If you do bad, that karma is coming back to you as well, right? So again, whatever you decide to put out into the universe, that's what you're going to receive, okay? There's something here about you know, giving and then you receiving, right? Whatever that is. And now you're moving away, okay, from something that was like toxic. So I don't know if like the energy that you were giving out was toxic or, not good, but like this is three people selling away from something toxic. And in the beginning of your journey, it's going to be rough. The water is going to be choppy. It's going to be hard. You're going to feel like, why every time we set out, it has to rain, it has to storm. But then eventually, when you get closer to your destination, the water is going to be very calm and just easy. And, you know, basically what this means is like you're gonna sell away, get away from something toxic, and it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but once you get closer to where you need to be, it's gonna be easier, right? And I say these things are gonna happen fast because the Knight of Rods is um this is very fiery, quick energy, okay? This is like somebody who, say you decide to go on a date, right? And you didn't really have it in your mind that you were going to sleep with that person, but you end up sleeping with the person, and when you wake up the next day, they're gone. That's how fast the action is, the movements are, okay? It's kind of like you not really going to see it kind of coming, okay? I don't know, maybe you are getting out of a toxic marriage, toxic relationship, but you're definitely leaving something behind, okay? Let's get a few more cards. Okay. I spoke earlier, the message, patience is a virtue, and then you have the Temperance card, which talks about being patient, okay? So you have the Hangman, the Ten of Swords, Temperance, and the Hierophant, okay? This is Pisces, air, Sagittarius energy, Taurus, okay? So, there's something about being patient, okay? The Temperance card is like going through a tough time in life, right? But now, like, you're on the right path, okay? There will be balance. There's something about this reoccurring symbol of balance, okay? Here with the scales, and now here with Temperance, with pouring water from one cup into the other, and then 1 foot in actual water and 1 foot on land. Okay. Temperance is like alchemy, like creation. Like this means like things will be flowing, moving. Okay. Like no more stagnation. Okay. This is an angel here as well. So you could have an angel protecting you and that sort of thing. Okay, again, this has something to do with your marriage, okay? Because the Hierophant, it talks about like higher education, like going back to school, well, going to school or college, or you could be going back to school or college. Talks about religion, okay? This is supposed to be the Pope teaching these other people here, and like he has the higher knowledge, the hidden information, and he's sharing it with these two people. And then also the Hierophant can touch on the government and the law, okay? So if it's not, higher education and government and law. Hey, this could be your marriage. We already talked about the Two of Cups here, so that's why I'm thinking this could have to do with your marriage, right? The Hierophant is about tradition and standards and just rules and regulations that have been in place for a very, very long time. Okay, it's it's funny how I said earlier that, there's some symbols repeating. It's not in this particular deck, but usually with the Ten of Swords, he is doing the same symbol as the Hierophant. Okay, but it's not showing in this deck. So this is the symbol the Hierophant does, and in the Ten of Swords, it usually shows this man doing the symbol as well. Okay, so the fact that both of these cards are here, this symbol represents a blessing. Okay, with the Ten of Swords, it's like, there was definitely betrayal. There was definitely somebody that was stabbed in the back, left for dead, the rug pulled from underneath them, like, right? So it's like when you think of betrayal happens when it's somebody you love, somebody you know, somebody you trust. Betrayal doesn't usually happen or occur with like a stranger, you understand? Because like there's no connection there, right? You usually feel betrayal from somebody who you trust completely, are vulnerable with, and somebody you love, somebody you've known for a very long time. So there's been some sort of betrayal here. But with the Ten of Cups, I'm sorry, with the Ten of Swords, it'll show like in this horizon, like, it's dark, and then it'll show like a horizon, meaning like through the darkness there's like a new day coming, right? So that kind of touches on the Temperance too. Like, you've been through so much, a hard, difficult time. Now you're on your right path, right? And the Ten of Swords is like, there was betrayal, there was, heartache, there was being left for dead, but now it's like a new day coming, right? So blessings here in these two cards. With the Hangman, it's like you feel stuck, okay? You feel tied up, and literally that's what the Hangman is showing. You're stuck, you're like tied up to a tree, okay? Hanging upside down, hands tied behind your back, one foot tied up. You can't move. You're not able to move. And this is supposed to give you like new enlightenment. So like maybe you're in a sort of situation where you're literally unable to move, but somehow, some way you found some sort of answers through that experience. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Swords. What was this? Betrayal. Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords. Like the Knight of Rods, it's a very fast action, movement. Okay. The Knight of Swords is they're not as like kind of, I want to say, cunning or plotting as the Knight of Rods. The Knight of Swords, they get their orders and they're just off to the races. They're not asking any questions. They're not asking any details. So this is somebody who was betrayed, or maybe they have family around them that are like, okay, what happened to Melissa or whatever? Okay, what? And like they're on it. Whatever they need to do to get answers, to get results, to get some revenge, maybe, they're on it. Like, they're not asking any questions, they're not sticking around for any explanations. They're getting revenge for Melissa. Okay. Terrified. Yeah, you might be, this person could be terrifying. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is Cancer energy. You see the moon at her foot, the moon at her crown on her head. This talks about like things done in the shadow. Like you have information here with this scroll rolled up, but it's like you're not sharing all the information. Even with this banner or, veil behind her, it's like everything is not visible. Everything you can't see, and the information that was done in the dark, or the information that you have, you're not sharing it, okay? So that, being withholding information could be coming back to bite you in the butt, okay? Because that, clarify the temperance, please. The Empress, okay? The Empress is the mother figure of the tarot. This is a woman who, like, this is represented by Venus, the planet, and Venus is all about, like, beauty and, relationships and family. The Empress is, like, Libra, I think it's Libra. I don't know if it's Libra and Virgo, but Libra energy. Somebody who lives in a very, like, she just has everything. Like she's the creator, okay? Like you could be literally pregnant with a baby, or you could have some sort of idea. Okay, so what you've been through, now you're on this new path. You could be on this new path to creation, to giving birth to something. Let's do one more. Clarify the Two of Cups, please. Ten of Swords. See, and he's doing the symbol. So yeah, this couple, this married couple or whatever, they did some sort of betrayal. They were the ones who betrayed, who stabbed people in the back, who left somebody for dead. It was this couple. Okay, let's clarify one more thing. Clarify the Hierophant. Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is like the opposite of the Hierophant. The Hierophant teaches people. They give people knowledge and understanding. This person with the Four of Pentacles is being very stingy with money. Again, withholding information. Money can be, yes, money, but, resources could be like information and that sort of thing. And in both cards, they're being stingy with it. Or he's more being stingy with it, but they're both withholding information. All right, guys, you guys drop a comment. Let me know if this resonates. Until the next time, take care. Peace.